Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. It is New Year's Eve, so December 31st, 2020, and I had this idea to do this special reading for each of the zodiac signs for the year of 2021. But it's not just a tarot reading. Last year I did the diving into 2020, and I realized in retrospect that me doing that readings was a sign that 2020 was going to be an unusual year. So hopefully 2021 is better for all of us out there. I have had my Vedic Astrology 2021 horoscope readings for each sign out for a while. If you haven't checked that out and want to take a look at that to see something maybe a little bit more practical every day, check that out. But this reading, and I think I'm going to call them what we need to weave together to create our dreams in 2021. It's going to be titled something like that. I haven't figured it out. And that is because of the two decks I'm going to use. So the first deck, I will pull one card from the Weaver's Oracle. And this is sort of like a deck where we get messages from the ancestors, especially the grandmothers. And what I'm going to do, oh, interesting, I just pulled to the page of Sun. What I'm going to do, so there's two pages for each of the cards. What I'm going to do for this reading is to read her yarn, because these readings are of what yarns do we need to gather up to weave together our dreams for 2021. Sort of like dream weaving, not the Dreamtime dream weaving, but the dream weaving meaning what do we want to create and how are we going to create what we want? Okay. Now, what I'm thinking I will do mid-year in 2021, I haven't decided. We'll see how the year goes. The first half of the year goes, is that in the second half, I will read from the same card for each sign, the braid and the cloth sections. But for this, I'm just going to read the yarn. So one card from the Weaver's Oracle, and then from the Yarn of Mama Shamana deck, which I used last year for the 2020, diving into 2020 readings. I'm going to pull, it's a two-part deck, as you can see, it comes in two parts. These are the backs. There are picture cards, and they're called metaphor cards. And then there are saying cards. I'll just show the back. It's just plain white for that. So it's basically three cards for each sign. And what yarn? It's not going to give you something specific, like you need a new car and you need a new resume or something. You're going to have to take from it what resonates with you. And that's going to give you an important piece for inner work, possibly shadow work, for self-healing, inner healing, for motivation, for inspiration for the year of 2020, so that you can take these yarns that come up for you and weave them into the different aspects of your life to create what you want. So that's my goal with this. We'll see how it turns out. Let me know in the comments how these resonate with you, because this is sort of an experimental reading as well. And people always ask, you can listen to this based on your Western astrology sun sign. You can also listen to your ascendant and moon to get more pieces of yarn, more different colors of yarn, size of yarn to weave together for the year ahead. So this will be fun. This will be interesting. Let me know how it goes. Thank you for being here, and on to the individual readings. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your dream weaving reading for 2021. What are the pieces of yarn, the color of yarn that can help you weave your dreams this year? Okay, let's do a deeper shuffle here. So we're starting with the Weaver Oracle, or the Weaver's Oracle. And Cancer, you get Lake, Song of the Moon Woman. How perfect. So let me just pull her up. She's number 8, and I will put her picture on screen while I'm reading for you. Okay. Lake, Song of the Moon Woman. She trusts in simple magic, her yarn. There were many stories sung about singing songy woman, offered in quiet lifting voices by the old ones sitting at the fire. As her tale was pulled from shadows, There were many young girls listening with eyes that flamed and sparkled. They were proud of Songi woman. They were proud to be her daughters. In this way, both their roots and their memories were fed. Songi dwelled alone in a hut of reeds and mud licked by the lapping waters of the lake. She was a lover of the moon, and every night she walked the shoreline watching for the moon dog, who would rise up through the silent waters of the lake, pushing light before him as he burst into the sky. And at the moon's ascending, as the moon dog scaled the heavens, she sang to its silver beauty and gave praises to its power. And this was her magic. Moon entranced she was, for she craved to touch the moon dog and longed to travel with him on that surging tide of light. So she began to build a vessel, cutting reed stalk bundles, twisting hollow stems and weaving grasses, binding the boat with mud and threading songs into it so its purpose might be strong. And this was her magic. When the boat was ready, she set out on the lake, paddled through the dark to meet the moon dog as she rose behind the moon. Soon she could see the moon dog racing up through the water, and then her little reed boat was rocked hard by restless waves. As the moon dog surfaced, she flung her body forward and leapt upon its back. She grabbed his silver hair, and so they rode together, way across the black sky, surfing on the moontide, flying on the crest of a rolling wave of energy and light. And this was her magic. She felt the swell of oceans, and she felt the pull of earth, and she felt the sap that flowed inside each woman, tree, and wolf. Then there came to meet her a murmuring of voices, first a few, then many, all drifting in from the heavens. There were desires and visions, softly spoken secrets, midnight dreams and prayers whispered to the stars. This was what she heard as she rode with the moon dog on the brilliant tide of light. They sailed across the night world, way across the heavens until they reached the dawn, when the moon dog slowly descended, bringing down the moon. As he dived below the surface, carrying the night's illumination, Songi slid into the water of the lake. She went to meet the morning light. She gathered up her broom and pots and maize meal. She swept her hut floor, filled the water vessels, patted out the flatbread, and planted seeds around her compound. And this was her magic. The young girls were listening closely to the quiet, lilting voices as they sat around the night fire, and their bright eyes flamed and sparkled. They were moon entranced and proud to be the daughters of Songi. Okay, so that is your Weaver's Oracle card. So now let's pull your two cards. So a picture card and a phrase card from the yarn of Mama Shamana. Let's do a deeper shuffle here. Okay, Cancer. It's beautiful. It's like this beautiful chandelier. So these are metaphor cards, so you can take a screenshot, take from it what you will. And then let's pull your phrase card. Your third piece of yarn, Cancer. Okay. And we get, between them are hundreds of light years. And I'll hold that up together with your picture card. So if you want to pause and take a screenshot, you can. Okay, Cancer, that is your yarn for your dream weaving for 2021. Thank you for being here, and I hope you have a wonderful year.